About a year ago, I posted a video about alleged giant skeletons found in Ecuador. And according to many articles, a man named Brian Forrester and his team were going to do some DNA tests on them. Now, I'm not sure what happened to that test or those bones for that matter, but something else has come up that I find just as interesting, as Mr. Forrester has just released an update on some very awesome news that I've been following for quite some time. And this news is regarding the elongated skull people of South America. It appears, according to the DNA results, these elongated skull people in the Americas came from Europe, and slowly over time they made it with the natives. In Brian's own words, the DNA results actually were incredibly complicated. It's going to take me some time to actually figure out what the results mean. What it does show for sure is that the elongated skull people were not 100% Native American. They were a mix, or you could even say in some ways a hybrid, of different people. And he also stated that the more larger elongated skulls had more European DNA. Now this makes perfect sense because some of these skulls do show that these people did have red hair. Now if that wasn't enough of a shocking discovery, most researchers now believe that the larger and older elongated skulls were not a result of head binding. Head binding is a practice that some tribes still do this very day in certain regions throughout the world, where they purposely make their skulls elongated. So it's pretty obvious that if their skulls were not naturally elongated, then they must not have been us, Homo sapiens, or else we would all have elongated skulls. And the DNA test does help prove that they were in fact another species of human. So this is very groundbreaking news, but for some, sadly it's not the news that they wanted to hear, because this also means that they were not extraterrestrials, as a lot of people wanted to believe that these beings came from somewhere else in the cosmos, not Earth. Now the elongated skulls can be found on almost every continent: Europe, Asia, the Americas, and Africa. But according to my knowledge, only people in Africa and South America still practice the ritual of head binding. So these tribes must have been trying to resemble these people, and over time it just became a natural practice. Now if this is all true, which many people do now believe without a shadow of a doubt, the natives must have worshipped these people like gods, because wherever they went, they seemed to be the ones in charge. So just how smart were they? Here in Egypt, you can clearly see an elongated skull. And here are some Egyptian rulers with elongated skulls. Now it looks like these skulls are getting smaller and smaller, so the first rulers of Egypt might have actually been another human species. Now not that long ago, another interesting story coming out of Egypt happened, when Expedition Unknown's Josh Gates revealed, after DNA and facial testing, that they believed that Nefertiti was light-skinned. But after this was released to the public, Josh and his team got a lot of negative feedback from a lot of very angry people. But to some, this proved that Egypt was once ruled by these other light-skinned, huge-headed humans. Well, at least maybe in the beginning. Now I would like to add that there is a lot of ancient Egyptian paintings that clearly show people of color, so I'm sure that this sculpture will be debated for a very, very long time. Now for the most part, it does seem that there is a lot of research going on today proving that these mysterious people were not us, were not Homo sapiens. But the mainstream scientific community just doesn't seem to care. You would imagine that this would be a huge story for them, another piece of the human puzzle finally being revealed to us. But as of yet, they're not even trying to disprove or prove this, making us wonder, why are they ignoring this mind-blowing discovery? Is there something about our past that they just don't want us to know? Until next time, this is Paranormal Junkie. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.